Hey YouTube! Yeah, rocking in a free world. So, this is new. Da-da-da. Yeah, so I didn't buy a £2,500 or £3,000. I don't even know how much a Les Paul custom costs. To be honest, I don't really like Les Pauls. I think it's just because everyone else does, and I'm different from everybody else. I'm not like everybody else. So, this is a chibson, which I got from, I bought some pickups the other day off Gumtree, and the guy was talking about, oh, you like your guitars? I've got a chibson that he got from China, and it arrived with a broken neck here. It kind of, there's a crack running around here, which I've just filled with Gorilla Glue this morning and clamped up, and it seems to be solid now. It is solid now. So I just tuned it up and set it up to see what it sounded like, and it's all right. Yeah. Right, so yes, it's a proper guitar. It's not an ornament you'd hang on the wall. I don't know really what the point in reviewing this is, because if you buy it, it's not like I don't even know which shop it came from, but I mean, I don't know what the quality control on these are like, or whether if you buy one from China, and I assume it's Alibaba or whatever it is, if it's going to be like this. But it's fine as a guitar. It's, I think they come in, they're about 250, 300 quid, I think, by the time you played imports and stuff on these things. And if I'm honest, it's easily a £200, £300 guitar if you were buying a new one. So I mean, the quality is there, but I do sit uneasy with the whole having a fake logo on it. I'd be much more likely to buy this if it didn't have a logo on it and it didn't say Made in USA, because it clearly isn't. I just get the feeling, although I would never sell it, and everyone who always buys them and does them just for fun, when you see them on eBay adverts, you know, oh, just got a new logo just for fun, and it's like, if it's not there to sort of fool people, what's the point in having it? So if I'm selling this, I'm kind of tempted to scratch in below the serial number chibson, just in case it ever does, you know, once it's gone through a few. I'm not saying that the person I would sell it to, or even the person they would sell it to, but by the time it goes down the line, at some point is somebody going to end up paying £1,000 for this very guitar? I don't know, so I'm kind of a wee bit worried about that. Yeah, so it's good. I really have. If you just said, here, what do you think of my Les Paul? It didn't say Gibson on it. What do you think of a new guitar? And you played it to me, and you told me you paid 200 quid for it, or 250 quid, I would play it and go, yep, pretty good. The pickups are good. I don't think you get shit pickups anymore. I think they've kind of cottoned on that to make crap pickups only costs about 10 pence less to make than it is to make decent ones, so there's no point in doing that. So even when I buy pickups from China quite a lot, like especially the CDB humbucker hot rails you get, I think they're only about £5, free postage, and they're shit hot. They're brilliant, you know, they really do sound great. It's just obviously people don't want to buy them. Oh no, I love the Seymour Duncan ones at 70 quid. No, there's not. I can't tell the difference between them. Yeah, so this is, if I'm going for the faults of what, I'm not a big Les Paul fan, so I don't really know. I mean, my pal was saying something about the cut being more right than it normally is on a Les Paul, but I don't look at that many of them. To me, I think the binding's white, a bit white than it would be most of the Les Pauls you see, unless they've been artificially aged. They've got, like, you know, their sort of off-white, yellowy looking binding, but it does have the binding. It doesn't have the, you know, the wee plastic nibs that go over the ends of the frets, which I've seen on Gibsons, although I'm not sure all Gibsons have that either. But you bound fretboards, nice rosewood board. You can't fake nice rosewood. That's nice. I have no idea what the body's made of. It's got an arched top. I've no idea whether it's got a maple top. Although, did Customs always have maple tops? I really don't know. Yep, and it's got Grover tuners. Well, They're Frover, Chover tuners. So they look like Grovers. They're all right. They're, again, it's the same with the pickups. You very rarely get guitars new these days that have really crap tuners on them. They're not brilliant. You can tell they're maybe a little bit crunchy and they're not super even, but I mean they don't go out of tune and they tune up all right. So I wouldn't bother changing them. And the hardware, it's solid. I mean, I had to adjust the truss rod. I think I've already said that. I had to adjust the truss rod because I think you have to do that in all new guitars, really. When it starts off with a straight bit of wood and they put strings on it and it bends it up, and then it's there for adjustments. That's what would normally happen in a shop. I think if you're buying a Gibson from the shop, they would do that, because the guitar's been strung for a couple of weeks or something, and then they would get it into the shop and go, oh, truss rod, there we go, and then it'll stay there for X number of years. Yeah, so pots all good, wiring all good. The strings are on it were terrible, but to be fair, the guy, I don't know when the guy who bought it, and the strings you normally get in a guitar are shit, so they're probably £1 a set or something. They're a bit kind of dead and crap, but still play it. You're obviously going to buy good strings for it yourself anyway. Yeah, not really much more to say. I mentioned the gold. The gold's a kind of sort of brassy coloured gold as opposed to being a gold coloured gold. Kind of reminds me of my Chinese Telecaster. Has the same colour of gold hardware. So I assume they coat it or paint it or something like that as opposed to the actual metal. And it doesn't have, normally the way you tell a really cheap crap guitar is it's got really sharp fret ends. On the ends when you run your finger up you can take your skin off, but it's fine. It's not an issue. I wouldn't bother. Maybe if I was being super critical I'd maybe file them down a wee bit. They're not rounded like they are on £1,000 or £2,000 guitar, but I mean they don't cut you and they don't feel uncomfortable. Whole guitar feels fine. The weight it's not really heavy. It's basically exactly what I would expect a Les Paul to be. Most of the things on this are exactly what I would expect a real Les Paul to be. Apart from the shading of the gold, which might get older, when maybe it's just because it's new, and the colour of the binding, really it would be the only indications that just by looking at it wasn't a Gibson made in America. But I mean, it's much more than it's not just like an ornament you hang on the wall. It is a guitar, and it's fine. If somebody told me they just bought a new guitar that didn't say Gibson on it for a couple £100, fine. Les Pauls aren't really that great for getting high up the neck, eh? Also, bearing in mind that this guitar was new, so it's never been played ever. I'm actually feeling it. This is actually the third time I've tried to do a video for this because I keep overrunning into 20 minutes of talking shit, and now I'm getting to the point where I can't remember whether I've said something in a video I just did or whether I'm doing it now. So hopefully I've not repeated myself very much in this one, and hopefully I have not missed out anything really that important. I've just got, as I said, but it's a fine Les Paul. Actually, the reason the neck broke is, it broke like that. See, when it came in one of these polystyrene guitar shipment cases, and there was no packing under the neck, so the guitar actually was sitting in the box with one point the back of the body resting on one bit of the box and the head resting on the other bit of the box. So the middle bit was actually sitting 10mm up from the bottom of the box. So the whole time it was coming from China, it was bouncing on, being supported like that. And it's like, that's why it broke. So basically, if whoever it was that packed this in the case had put a bit on it, and below that, I don't think it would have broken. And then I wouldn't have it. The guy did get his money back, apparently. That's how why I ended up giving it to me. He said he was just so disappointed because he was so looking forward to it. There's always, I think there's always an element of these things of, is it going to come in? How much are customs going to charge me? Because I mean, they can charge you. I really don't know how it works. Depends what sort of mood they're in, I suppose. And this has got the rosewood, so it'll be your CITES thing. So you could get a, it's been destroyed by CITES letter through the post. You know, they don't even have to tell you these things. It just never arrives, and then you can spend months trying to find it. And then they've just destroyed it. So, black Les Paul Custom. Yeah, people slagging off Chibsons. Is it exactly the same as a Gibson? Well, no, you can tell. It's not. You know, it's a tenth of the price. Probably more, less than a tenth of the price. But it's a playable guitar. And if you're comparing it to, I don't know, an Epiphone or something like that, maybe the sort of the mid-range or the lower-range Epiphones, better than them. Yeah. So, not my thing. I'll probably sell it on. I'm still not sure. I still might shave off the I'm not comfortable with it being Gibson made in USA. Wouldn't bother me so much if it looked a bit more like a sticker, but it doesn't. It kind of looks like a real one. And I just wonder, is it going to get ripped off? Is somebody get ripped off of this in the future? Don't know. Rock on.